everybody, welcome to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and I'm here today to play around with an idea I've just had while I was walking the dog. So we're going to be very much working on the fly here, so let's just go for it and see what happens. So I had an idea a few weeks ago that I wanted to make like a gnomes and elves journal, but I know I really haven't got the time to do that the way things are going at the moment. But I had seen on from Tailor Made Journals this lovely kit, and it's all these beautiful elves. It's called Mistletoe and Mischief, and this is not sponsored. I'm not on the design team or anything like that. I have bought this kit myself, but I just think it's absolutely adorable. And while I was out walking the dog, I printed it out because I wanted to do something with it, and I thought, oh, I'll just make some tags, you know, for Christmas presents. And I thought, oh, that's a bit boring. And then as I was walking the dog, I thought, I know, I'm going to try and make a sort of December daily or an Advent book for my grandchildren. And I thought these could be like little journal cards, and I'm going to pop each one in an envelope with a number on, and then on the back of the journal card will be, you know, something that they can do or make, or I don't know, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but something for Advent, you know, something each day, like make a Christmas card for mummy and daddy, or watch Christmas film. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, as I say. I've got to think of 24 things. And I could well be putting too much pressure on myself here to get this done in time. But I thought even if I just make the little cards in the little envelopes, we could seem to have a blank page there. My printer's being a little bit naughty at the moment. Yeah, I thought we could I could just number the envelopes and put them up on the wall in their house or something, put them up on a, you know, peg them on a string, or so if I can't actually get round to making a full book, I could do that instead. I've got other papers under here, other Christmas papers, but this is where my idea has developed from. So I'm going to make a start today on making a journal card and possibly an envelope so that I can get an idea of sizing and things, and then I'll probably have to do the rest like in a sort of a mass make. The most difficult thing is going to be choosing 24 of these because they're all so cute. So I mean, just look at that, it's just adorable. I'm going to do that one first. So I've got these, I've got some different types of card. I've got some craft card, I've got some foil card to back these on, and then I've got some craft paper that I'm intending to use to make the envelopes. So let's make a start and see how we get on. I mean, I could make my life easier by not backing these because they are just printed on white paper, so the back, you know, is fine for writing on. That says Skate Among the Stars, Tailor Made Journals on Etsy. I'll try and remember to link to this kit on Etsy in case you want to go off and buy it yourself, and why wouldn't you? It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's just such fun. I'm always in awe of designers, you know, how they come up with these things and how they actually create them, and I'd love to be able to do it. And I keep saying, every year I say to myself, this year I'm going to learn how to do proper digital design. I can do, you know, books and Facebook posts and all that sort of thing, but when it comes to journal kits, I'd love to be able to do it properly. I never seem to find the time to actually get on and do it. So And then this is also going to be, I'll probably use another of the BB Crafts items in this. If you've been here before, you may have seen my previous videos showing the things that BB Crafts sent me. And one of the things I got were some dies that were alphabet and numbers, and I thought I could cut out the numbers with those for the numbers that are going to go on the envelopes. I feel like I'm waffling, I do apologise. It's because I'm sort of thinking as I go what I want to do. So that's the paper I want to use to make the envelope, and I thought I could make, you know, like little coin pocket type envelopes. Oh, now there's the craft card. Well, that's the colour of it. I'm going to have a craft to lunch, I warn you, because I have got so much stuff piled up next to me to work on these. So if you hear a loud crash, I apologise in advance. I'm just trying to move some stuff. I should have put the footstool next to me so that I had another surface, but I didn't. So right, let's have a look at this card. I'm thinking, do I want to back everything on the same card? So they could all go on craft card like that. I don't want them on white cards, I don't think. That's a different colour craft card. I've got this metallic card. I hope it's not going to be too shiny. I was thinking I could back them all on, not a selection of different backings is what I'm trying to say. So some on gold, some on silver, some on craft. I was looking for red and green, but of course I haven't got any red and green cards. I don't know. I think I just like the craft. I think I'm just going to go for the craft. So if I get the actual pack of craft card, then I can make sure they're all the same. So that's a different card from somewhere else, and that's the paper for the envelopes. Right, okie dokie. So that is the right one. So I'm just thinking I'm going to cut another one of these out just so that I've got another one to reference for size. I mean, and look at that cover sheet. Isn't that adorable? All the little tiny ones. I mean, it would be a bit of a palaver cutting all them out, but they would be fun to use in something. I'm looking for another one. I don't need to look for one, do I? I just want one for size. Come on, Karen. Let's just cut this one out here. I'm just thinking of, you know, laying them out on the sheet of cards to get an idea of how many I can do on one sheet. So how are you all? I hope you're all happy and well. It's really, really cold here today. We haven't had any snow. Yesterday was disgusting. The weather was awful. We had horrible rain and wind. Today it's really, really cold, but it's glorious sunshine. So I just had a nice walk with Max. Luckily the dog walker walked him yesterday. He goes on a socialisation walk twice a week. And lucky for me, yesterday was the day, so I didn't have to go out in that horrible weather. I don't know if I'm going to use this one or not. I haven't decided which ones I'm using yet. But so I'm just thinking, if that one was on there like that, would I get another one down there? Oh yeah, I probably would. Okay, so how much bigger, how much do we want all the way round? Let's get an idea for cutting this. Sorry that this is so faffy. So that's about 1/4 of an inch. So I want it about 1/2 an inch bigger all the way round. So how big is this? I don't usually measure. So that's 2.5. So if I cut the card 3, and that's just over 5. So if I cut it 3 by 5.5. Oh, if I'd have thought of this, I could have done it on my guillotine before I started. But I can do that when I mass make them all. Let's just get one done so that we know what we're doing. Right, what did I say? 3 by 5.5. So let's go 5.5 there. And it doesn't have to be exact, it's just so that I have, you know, a bit of a border all the way around and it's fairly uniform. But it doesn't matter if it's not exact. Pop that up there for later. So then we want this to be cut at 3. Right, so we'll do another one while we're here. So that's another spare piece. Right. So, oh, doesn't that look so cute? It's absolutely adorable. So I'm going to stick that down. I just had my glue page. There it is. Now I'm thinking, what colour would I need the numbers to be to go on the envelopes? I haven't even made the envelopes yet and I'm worrying about the numbers. Right, so I'm just popping that down by eye. I'm not worried if it's not completely straight. I don't think my grandchildren will mind. I don't think they will. Right, so that's that. I'm going to round the corners because I can. Just a little bit. Isn't that just adorable? I absolutely love it. So much fun. Oh, I love Christmas. I love the food, I love the music, not bothered about the presents, love the tree and the lights and all these fun kits. Right, so what I want to do now is make a little envelope to pop it in. I just had a piece of paper, didn't I? What did I do with it? Probably tidied it over there. I got rid of that stuff. So then, if I'm going to make like a coin type envelope, we're going to need that to be about that big so that it's got room to connect. Can't find a pen. So let's pop that on there. So that's about 7 1/4. Should really make myself a template to do this, shouldn't I? But that would be far too sensible. So 7 1/4 is there. So that's about how wide we're going to want it. And then we want a little bit to turn up at the bottom and a little flap over the top. That's probably too big, but we'll go with that for now. So let's pop that there. I haven't even got the scoreboard out or anything. I'm just going for it. So we want it so that it meets, but we've got enough room for the card to slide in and out. So we don't want it to be too tight. So fold that along there. And then this one, fold along there. Oops. Okay. And then we want just a little bit up at the bottom. And then where do we want the flap at the top? If that's in there. I want to leave a little bit of room. I'm going to fold that about there. So let's try and get these folds straight-ish. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'm lining this edge up on my mat so that I know that's straight. And then where I've made my fold mark, I'm lining my ruler up on a straight line there. Just folding this over my ruler to try and make sure I get a straight-ish fold line. So now we need to cut off the bits we don't need. So we need this piece because that's going to come up and fold over the bottom of our envelope. Surely I have a pen or a pencil here somewhere. My girls have been borrowing things. So that means we don't need this bit and we don't need this bit. And then the same here, we need this top flap to fold over, but we're not going to need this bit and this bit because that just gives us extra bulk. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to do it with the knife because it will be straighter. She says. I'm going to put my fold line. See, my fold line's not even straight there after all that. And let's just do it with the scissors. I'll be here all day otherwise. So I'm going to angle here and here so we get a nicer fold, and I'm cutting there just above the fold line, and then I'll do the same here. So I cut literally just above that fold line. And then here, hopefully you can see these creases. I'm cutting just below that crease line on that side. And the same on this side. Getting a bit wonky there. I've cut this straight to start with because I thought I could maybe just round the corners rather than trying to angle them the same. So this piece and this piece will fold over, that will go up there, and then this will be our flap. What I want to do here, I'm going to try and get a punch in there to give that a bit of a shape. Probably won't be able to get the 2.5 inch punch in there, but might be able to get the 1 inch, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with these edges. So what we want next is some glue. So I'm going to pop glue along this edge. And along this edge. And that will seal up our envelope like a tube. Where's my tissue? My tissue has disappeared. There it is. So that's that. And then close. I'm just going to tidy up this little edge here so it lines up with the edge of the envelope a bit better. And put some glue just on the edge of this flap and seal that up. So we now have an envelope. Right. How big do I want this flap? Don't need it that big. Oh, let's make sure this will fit in nicely. Yes. Love it. Right, so I only need about half of that flap, don't I? So let's pop that there, and let's take this much off. And then, now I am going to shape the edges. So I'm just folding these together, but not putting any pressure on to crease it or anything. And then I'm going to take my scissors and just cut a little there, like that. So, you know, it's just a bit of a nicer shape. So that will close like that. Well, it won't actually close because we're not going to stick it down or anything, but, well, we might stick it down, but it'll be with something like washi tape that's easy for them to open. I will ink this as well. And then what I might do is decorate the fronts of these envelopes somehow as well. I've got plenty of leftover Christmas stuff that I could use. Right, let me see if I can get my big circle punch in there. Don't think, no, it won't, definitely not. So let's go for a little circle punch. Just going sort of in the middle, and just a little notch. So then what I will do is pop something on the back there. I will go in there, and then we will pop something on there to close that, and pop something on there, and we want a number as well. So just trying to decide, maybe I could do the numbers in gold, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Right, I'm just going to cut some, I'm going to, let me grab my dies to show them to you so you know what I'm talking about. So these were another of the items I received from BB Crafts in my last parcel. I haven't separated them all yet. So I thought we could use these to make numbers to go on the envelopes. So I will pop you on pause while I go and cut all these out, and then I will come back and we'll pop one on that envelope so you can see where I'm headed with this. Be back in a sec. I'm back again. Right, that was successful. We've cut these out, so at least we know that works. And obviously I'm going to need to cut a lot more of these out, but at least we can get an idea of where we're going with this to start with. And I didn't bother separating all the numbers because I'm going to need all of them for now, so I may as well just keep them all together, and they're less likely to get lost then, until I actually do need just to cut one or two numbers out. So let's pop that up there. I mustn't forget that that's there. Pop those with that so they don't get lost or bent or spoilt. Right, so if this was number one, let's just say, we could have number one on there, but how are we going to decorate this? Now, because I was originally going for a gnomes and elves journal, I might use the gnomes that I had printed out. Sorry, I know I've gone away from the camera. All that stuff I've piled next to me. I need to rummage in now. Right, where were my gnomes? Do you remember I had the gnomes that I played with from Bumfuzzle Boutique? Oh my goodness me. What have I done with them? I had them a second ago. I am still here. I'm just rummaging off camera. I'll be as quick as I can. Right, here they are. So in my box of Christmas things, I have some music paper. I have some gold as well, if I want to do more gold. We've got these little gnomes that I used when I made these tags. So We could, in fact, do a similar thing that we did with the tags, couldn't we? That's quite cute, isn't it? We could just pop a gnome on here with a number and then do some sort of closure on the other side. So I wonder how many of these I've got left. Got 2 there. 3, 4, 5. This is giving you a look at them as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's meant to be. I have to use these. The universe has spoken. So we'll pop these on here with the number. I'm just wondering if I do want to pop them on anything or if I just want to keep it simple. I always think with the when I'm making stuff for the grandchildren, simple is better usually. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will just pop them on as they are with the number. And it will be, you know, it's less distracting for them when they're looking to find, because I'm not going to have these in order. I'm going to make them work for it. They're going to be sort of dotted about a bit. Now, that hasn't cut. There, I need to check these more carefully before I just go ahead and use them. So if we pop him down here, and we'll pop the number 1 on. And then what I will need to do, oh dear, that was a bit mucky, wasn't it? Ugh. Oh, might have to deal with that in a minute when that's dried a bit, see if I can rectify that. That was definitely too much glue. I've lost my pin. It's because I filled my glue bottle up this morning. Max, no. Sorry, the dustmen are outside. And he can hear them. So that looks quite cute. So what's left to do is find something to put on the back of there, some sort of instructions, and put a closure on. Now, I could do some button and string, couldn't I? That might be quite nice. Or, what have I got in here? Just seeing if I've got anything. I've got this sheet of things from when I did card making. These must be 10 years old, probably more. I'm just wondering if I could use they're not really suitable. I mean, Joy is okay. Merry Christmas to one and all with Joyous Now. Winter Wishes, some of them are okay. I'm just thinking I could I don't know if I've got enough that would be suitable. You know, if I just popped that down and glued the bottom, then that will just tuck in there. We could have a try and see how that looks. This is my prototype, so if I have to you know, amend things as I go, when I start making all of them, at least you've seen what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. It's not going to change an awful lot. And I'd quite like to use up some of these old things I've got in my stash as well. So that just tucks in there then. That's nice and simple. I can always add a bit more decoration on, maybe do some stenciling or something. That might be nice, mightn't it? Or I might try one with, you know, some backing behind the gnome and see how he looks. I might prefer that. So I think I'll leave that there for today. You've seen what I'm doing. I'm going to go away and mass make all the envelopes and the little cards, get them all ready, think about what I'm going to pop on each card, and then we'll decide whether I've got time to make it all into a little book or if I display them in a different way. So there will be some sort of follow-up to this video at some point. I don't know what it will be or when it will be. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me today. I hope you found that interesting. Look after yourselves, take care, and enjoy your own crafty time. Till next time, bye.